Looking at the coin market today. Today is 5/28/2020. Looks like Bitcoin is up 4% today. Ethereum is 533. Tether is up 0.14%. Yesterday I covered Theta. Today we're going to cover Tfuel, which is a companion coin below from the mainnet. So we'll look at a Tfuel, which is kind of currency that's used for the bandwidth when you give up your bandwidth for the Tfuel. So we'll look at that next. Okay, so this is the Tfuel chart. It is again companion coin to the main coin, which is a Theta. It's rank 123, and I think Theta is rank about 33 right now. Looking at the chart, we see that in midst of May 24th, it was pretty high. It went almost to 2 cents. Then it came down, and it's basically plateauing it for the last almost a year. And now it has gone up very close to 2 cents, but recently it came down to close to 1 cent. So I think it's a good time, probably a good time to buy or get in a position if you are looking for long-term or even short-term return on the Tfuel, because I think it'll go much higher from here on. So we're going to look at what Tfuel is next. Okay, so this is important to understand what is Theta token and what is a Theta fuel. The operational token mean, because there are two parts to it. One is for the network, the Theta token, and the other one is for the transaction. They kind of separate both of them. So just to get an overview on some of these things, this was done last year. This article was kind of written last year, but it kind of has more meaning to it as we understand more Tfuel, the difference between Tfuel and the Theta token. As we get closer to Theta, mainnet launch March 15, 2019. This is important because this has happened last year where they airdropped Theta token. So if you had 10,000 Theta, they would drop 50,000 Theta fuel, 1-to-5 ratio. So that's what it's all about in this launching the most important part of the Theta protocol, the operation token, which will be known as the Theta fuel. So that's basically describing what happened last year. If you're just learning about Theta network, here's some FAQ that Theta fuel and how it fits into the Theta network. So important thing is to understand what's the difference between Theta token and Theta fuel. Theta token, the governance token, the Theta protocol. Theta is used to stake as validator guardian node, contributing to block production and protocol governance of the Theta network. By staking and running nodes, user will earn proportional amount of the new fuel generated. The supply of the Theta is fixed at 1 billion and will never increase. On the other hand, Tfuel is it increases every year. The Tfuel, the operation token of Theta protocol, Tfuel powers on-chain operations like payments to relay for sharing of video streams or for deploying or interacting within smart contracts. Relayers earn Tfuel for every video stream they relay to the other users on the network. You can think of Theta fuel as a gas of the protocol. At mainnet launch on the March 15th, Tfuel will be created as native token on the Theta blockchain. How will Theta fuel be generated and at what rate? Genesis distribution Theta fuel will happen when the Theta mainnet launches on March 15th. For each Theta that you hold, when that Theta mainnet launches, you will also receive 5 Tfuel to seed the ecosystem. To ensure that you receive this initial distribution, make sure you follow mainnet token swap procedures. After the initial distribution of 5 billion Tfuel, 5 for each of the 1 billion Theta, the supply will increase at the initial annual target rate of 5%. The new supply rate will be determined at the protocol level and can be adjusted as needed by the protocol's consensus to provide the appropriate amount of new supply as demanded by platform on the Theta network. Each network participant running a validator or guardian node will earn part of that new supply of Tfuel. proportional to the amount of theta they are staking. Will each viewer need to pay Tfuel to pull video streams on the Theta network? Just to understand how the Tfuel works in terms of streaming. Technically, that's true at the protocol level, but the actual model implemented on Sliver TV and our initial partner like MBN and Samsung VR is the cost of Tfuel falls on the video platform. Platform subsidizes users with Tfuel necessary to pull video streams from relayers on the Theta network. This makes sense because video platforms are the ones most directly gaining from getting more viewers to pull their video streams from the Theta network in the form of lower CDN cost and higher user engagement. We think it's critical that that the end users never has to go out and purchase any Tfuel token just to watch videos on the Theta network. It's just too much of a friction point for the adoption. And this is also an important point. Why introduce a second currency at all? You have Theta and then you have Theta Fuel. Two different currency, two different functions. There are two key reasons to introduce the second token. First, this allows utility and purpose of each token to be separated. Theta is used strictly for staking and securing the network, while Tfuel is used to power microtransaction operation of the network. This is necessary because staking inherently decreases circulation supply, but the video relay transaction smart contract will require a highly liquid token that can facilitate millions of daily transactions. Second, two tokens are needed to solve governance issue that arises from using the same token for staking and operation. Because the token used for operation must be liquid, it would be as easier for malicious actor to accumulate a significant number of that frequently traded token on the open market. If that same token is also used for staking, they could potentially threaten the security of the Theta network by quietly acquiring a large amount of staking token. By separating the two functions, staking and operations, into different tokens, that risk is greatly decreased. And there, of course, there's they have Telegram channel and Twitter channel that you can follow if you want more information. But we'll look at a more detailed article on Theta Fuel today that was published. We'll go to the blockchain USA.tech and look at some of the articles that were published today and relevant article to Tfuel, which will be the next item. Okay, so looking at the blockchain USA Tech, there are some interesting story that's going on today. This is interesting. Coinbase is running an OMG airdrop for the Ethereum holders, and this is for May 28, 2020. Goldman Sachs slams Bitcoin and gold on investor call. Crypto community reacts. JP Morgan pays $2.5 million. Okay, stop.